He sent his son to go through the cost and pay the price for what we've done. And so he doesn't even look at the price anymore. It's been paid. And then this father does three amazing things in the Hebrew culture. There are three pieces in Hebrew culture that we really don't get in the Western side of things. But the robe, the clothes that you wear in the house signify your position in the home. And the most elaborate robe of all would be the father's robe. And actually in the scripture of this parable, Luke 15, it talks about the father says, get a robe. It's not a robe. It actually says in the Hebrew, or in the Greek, it says, get my robe. And so the father literally says to the servants rather, go get my robe. Go get the clothes that signify I'm the most important one in the house. And go get that robe. And he throws the robe around him, and he doesn't ask him to go have a shower first. I mean, he stinks. He's been in a pigsty. This kid stinks and reeks and looks just disgusting. And Dad doesn't even, it's like he never sees it. And he gets the robe from the servant and he throws it around his son and he wraps him up. And it's that robe of righteousness that it talks about when you come to Jesus and you let him in your heart. He says he clothes us with the robe of righteousness. He covers everything that's done, and it's all on the inside, and he's not conscious of it anymore. When he looks at you, he sees righteousness. He's put you in right position now. It's as if you were the head of the house. And then the second thing he does is the sons in the house would wear a ring. And the ring would signify their level of inheritance. And so the first son normally got a ring that was pretty elaborate, and it signified that he was the first son. Well, the first son got a double portion. So he got more inheritance than everybody else. And then the second son would get a little less, the next one down a little less. And if there were many sons, some of the younger ones wouldn't get a ring. So they wouldn't actually get an inheritance. It was actually up to the older sons to watch over them financially. And again, the dad says, go get the ring. And so what he does is he gets the ring that the son wore, because the son has wasted everything. His ring is gone. He's even, when he was losing his money and everything else, he pawned everything he had to survive. And so the father says, go get the ring, and he restores him to full inheritance, as if everything he'd ever wasted had never happened. It's just like he's a full son of the house with rightful inheritance coming to him when the father dies. That's exactly where we are. God's restored us as if nothing. I mean, there's a scripture that says, he'll restore the years of the locust that the locust destroyed. That's the truth of who our God is. He can change stuff supernaturally, boom, just like that. That we think our life has been a waste, or that we've destroyed all these years, or we've wasted all this money, whatever the case may be. And he just, boom, in one motion can just restore it. That's who he is. He's supernatural. And then there's this third thing. In the household again, the servants never wore shoes. The only members of the household who wore sandals were sons of the house. It was a significant of authority. And basically what it meant was that this is a son of the house. So when the sons of the home went into the village, they were looked at, and they could tell by their robe, the ring, and the sandals, this is a son of someone's house, the house of a recognized Israelite in our community. We treat him on equal footing as if he was the head of the home when we see him. And so those sandals were significant within the village. It positioned him yet again. And so he put those three things back into place that the son had destroyed through his actions, and God restored them completely. And that is the true picture of who our Father is. He is just abundant in his love for us. He is extravagant. He jumps over anything to do with legalism. He has nothing to do with legalism. He just passionately loves us like a father loves a child, and no one else can. That's who he is.